It's October 13th, 2025, and it's 9:13 p.m. Let's talk about tonight the new debit Visa card. This is now the new 5D card. Let me explain that to you. The new banking systems of the world is now getting ready to be ISO 20022 compliant ready. That means as of that date, January 1st, 2026, everybody will now be using your own frequency card. Fiat will be dead, and now you're going to be using cryptocurrency. Don't think about it like, oh my God, cryptocurrency, I had to learn all that stuff. Not really, because you just have to think that it's still in a regular dollar. It's just that it's called crypto. So just think of it. If you have $5,450 in the bank account, that's the same amount, right? Whether it's called crypto, whether it's called fiat, whether it's called paper money, whether it's called plastic money, it's still all the same currency. And it's no longer going to be confusing. So if I go to Costa Rica, I'm no longer converting my money to their colones because everything will be like a one-to-one. So even if they want to call themselves colones in the future, in January 1st, 2026, they can. But it will be acting like one-to-one. Whatever the currency I'm bringing to your country, you will accept it because it's a recognized international money, the cryptocurrency. Now you're probably wondering and saying to yourself, oh God, here we go, another control. Actually, there'll be no more control. You don't have to go to a bank anymore. You don't have to be charged fees, transactional fees at the bank or on the debit machine. Because tomorrow, debit machines are no longer required. Like, we're really cleaning up the industry in the new stage of our lives. A lot of this redundant industries of services. Because that's causing the havoc of the economy, right? When there's just too many processes to go through just to make one transaction. So this new card, if you've been taking my birth certificate class, I mentioned about a direct-to-direct service, a direct-to-service, and a service-to-service industries of trade. In other words, who can you send money to when using this card? So direct-to-direct person is basically two living men or women communicating with each other, like you and me right now, phone to phone. I'm going to say, hey, buddy, you want me to send you $30? I heard you need it right now. And he'll say, yeah, okay, can you send it to me? Yeah, give me your phone. I'll transfer to you. Do you have your scan code for your banking system? Boom, it's done. So that's person to person. Now, direct to service is basically me communicating, let's say, with Julianne, who's have a bakery store in her house, and she'll say, okay, I could deliver it to you. Do you have your payment? Yeah. What store number are you? Boom. That's it. It's that easy tomorrow. It's no longer taking you hours or days or 7 days to clear your funds. Because once God sends you the money, that fund is yours. And you better take care of it, because once it's gone, this card will no longer operate for you. And that's the point of this card, is to make sure that you are now responsible for your life and what you spend and what you need. What you really, really need to buy. Not careless buying, what you really, really need. Because this card will now have an alert in it. So let's say you have this card for the last 3 months, and then the card knows your habit, and then suddenly you went on a tangent of spending $5,000 in a day or $10,000 in 2 weeks. It's now going to have an alert, alerting you that, hey, what's going on? What's the sudden spike on your spending? So if you are overspending, careless spending, the card will basically alert you for your erratic behavior. It's a no-nonsense or a non-essential spending. So literally between the two of you, the card and yourself, you are operating based on your frequency. That's what they mean by frequency. It's nobody controlling you. You're basically controlling the frequency of your habits through your card. Okay? So this is your baby. Love it. And don't abuse it. Now you could also do service to service. So let's say you have a business. You could still use this card as your business card because it will tell which account you want to pull it from, because you can control the different accounts in this banking system of yours, because this is your bank. So you could do whatever you want as long as you have proper accounting set up in it. So it could do its own ledger of assets. In other words, it will categorize your spending based on the account that you set up in your banking system. That way, it's itemized which one are your personal expenditures and your business expenditures, and then it could be tied up based on your account balances on those accounts. So now you have visibility of everything that you need to be aware of when it comes to your financial lifeline. Because that's what it is. This is now your lifeline card to everything that you do in this planet Earth. So make sure you don't abuse it. Instead, you protect it with all your life. Protect your PIN number. And if you've given it to anybody, change your PIN number right away. Because if somebody else have your card, you're going to get a notification in your email that, hey, somebody just used this card, because it recognizes your footprint. So if it's not your footprint, it will recognize it as an alert. So now you're going to get this alerts in your email every time somebody else uses your card. So you see, there's a lot of security processes in this one card alone. Imagine you don't have to carry anymore 50 million different kinds of credit cards in your pocket. This is all you need. Your passport is this, because once you show this to anybody and it shows the Visa and the debit card on it, that's literally your lifeline. Remember that. So it takes you all over the world. You don't need passports anymore. You don't need to go through stupid lines. You could just walk through as long as you could swipe through. With this card, you're good to go. Will you need airports in the future? I don't know. We'll get to see that part. So you could also send money internationally, like I said, direct to direct service, direct to service, and service to service to any parts of the world. It doesn't matter. So tomorrow, there will be no thousands of credit cards in your pockets, in your wallets anymore. This is it. This is what represents you, and you represent this card. Now, my advice to you is don't go out of the country right now, because not a lot of different stores or companies are yet in the ISO 20022 ready yet. Unless you have cash with you that you can bring with you, then you can transact in that option. But you might get stranded because some companies, like hotels, they want to see a credit card than cash for deposits. So don't leave the country till January 1st, 2026. Otherwise, you may be stranded on your way to your destination. Or you can't pay for anything when you get to your destination. And you're only going to be using one internet system that's not going to be listening to your conversation like they do today. Everything will be encrypted and supported by one industry of trade. A clean industry of no cheating people anymore. It's a clean industry of trades. So welcome to 5D in January 1st, 2026. You can inquire in Google and ask what banks in Canada are now ISO 20022 ready. Bye for now and have a nice day.
See in the US is the banks debanked the Trump family. And so Donald's just said, you want to fucking debank us? How about we debank the banks? Crypto's coming for as long as we're here. When all of a sudden, You don't need the bank, and you don't need to borrow money from the bank, and you don't need the bank at all. That fucks them. And, you know, I love him or hate him, but Donald Trump is not a guy that you want to cross, and he doesn't forget, ever.
This is breaking news, and you're going to want to hear this. I just got word that in the next 24 hours, it's going to be even more historic than what you've seen. I just heard that the next peace deal is going to be with Ukraine. And the dollar is done. And crypto is about to just take off like we've never seen. And Trump, I just heard, is going to give a very powerful speech about crypto and what is happening with the fiat. Like I said, the fiat is getting removed during the shutdown, this government shutdown, and that is exactly what has been happening. We are watching history at its finest, guys. A lot is happening, a lot. For you crypto holders, be ready, because it's about to rocket. By tomorrow, you will start seeing it doubling, and it will keep going up. And I got word that there will be a major announcement from President Trump tomorrow taking place. You don't want to miss this, especially all you crypto holders. So be ready. I hope you're in. If you're not in, start buying. It's already going up, but you've seen nothing yet.